Legend select.
Haven,
You were talking about the
what
changes they
comp
might make,
did
but
NRG go for? Okay, they went for the Viper Harbor, and DRX have gone for the standard. So in terms of what I'm looking out for DRX is their attack is normally, in my opinion, pretty bad. That's kind of where I sit with it. I don't like their attack too much. So I'm kind of hoping that they can get like 5, and I would feel confident. Roughly 5.
I can't wait to see what they're going to bring out here. Of course,
Also, I would like to note that the Harbor Viper comp is probably a little bit better on attack, so honestly, maybe they can get more than 5.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Yinsu. The heart rate's
Keep it.
good, but it's
What's up, dude? How we doing? How are the games? You're too busy to watch. Keep it. You're the kind of guy that could benefit from someone that is just doing like what, like 15-minute summaries on all the games. Maybe they do every single game. Maybe they upload it to their YouTube. I don't know. Maybe I'm spamming my YouTube for a reason. That's what you need, bro. I got you covered. You'll pay someone. You don't even have to pay me. I'll do it for free.
You go all the way back to the last time they played against this Optic Core, lower final at Champions. Haven was the map they got sent home on. It was a 13-10, another close bout between these two squads, but one that DRX could not get over that final
NRG on defense, DRX on attack. 1 map away, NRG.
Split for a final map.
We'll find out. It feels like we're destined for a third map with these two teams, given the history between them. But yeah, you're absolutely right. It's been tough.
Actually, this is insane, bro. You'll enjoy it. Cupid, look at the Fnatic one. There's a few rounds in there. You'll be like, damn, they're that into it. Kind of crazy.
Reactive time. It's tagged down to 40, but wins out. Finds that first kill here of the map.
They have no idea.
Crashy's continuing. Oh, but just takes so much damage.
Yeah, they do. Man, they go so aggro on this. Killjoy with a kill kind of a kill setup. It's a weird off angle. Have they looked into their Omen Flash and Breach damage, and this is just an angle that avoids everything? Did I say Breach damage? I meant Breach stun.
Out the swing in, the stun's in, but Buzz is just trying to play around this cloud burst, but the turret finishes off RP.
Wait, this was sick, man. How did Victor do so well here?
Brings this back into a man advantage now for the side of NRG. Tag low, Victor on for 3. Zest.
Wait, that was ridiculously good.
The ball is Victor claims them all. It's a pistol round start for NRG.
It just herded right into
Bro,
Victor's utility. And Victor
he got literally 3 more than I thought he was going to get.
NRG, even though it doesn't pay off, even though RB is able to win the better.
Mate, he gets a dink while jumping there.
Still
Turret chimes in. Then he pushes all the way through their smoke, right? As in his smoke. Hey, that was cool. I like that little smoke they're doing with that. I don't love this pistol, actually. Now I'm thinking more and more love this pistol. Heavy setup. They got a turret that can maybe capitalize on the Viper smoke as well if they're walking through and taking damage. I'm not entirely sure. Kill setup over towards here. He played it really well. And the Viper smoke as well, just means they can rotate and just blocks off all the angles. It's a very good, pistol. They go into this one. They buy every gun, all the heavy armor as well. Aryan 2029, sorry, with the tier 1. Oh, the tier 1 gift. Thank you so much for that, bro. BMBLBE. Welcome into the Slug Club. Artist, potentially. Gonna be able to just clean up some ecos. Everyone, no one dying. Artist dashing for it as well. Getting real close. Do they want to give him the defuse? Victor's so close after the pistol that they want him to have his ult online as fast as possible. DRX get their fast buy. Must win round for me because they need to get off to an okay start at least. It's not a great start with the pistol, but again, I'm so worried about their attack half. When I watched it in Pacific, I was really disappointed with what I saw. Felt like one of their weakest, if not their weakest half on any map that I witnessed in the Pacific split. So it's yeah. Kind of worried for them. But yeah, got to start it off by winning against the bonus. Light armor might help some of these guns.
Because a lot of the utility that DRX uses to set up their hits comes from him. And you can see already a heavy stack here towards A off the back of that fault line that pushes Crashy's back. A high tide going to be the response from NRG to buy time for the rotation from Artis over to A, and DRX is just kind of pumping the brakes. They're just going to wait on this a little bit.
Got a 3 pass and swing this.
Now let's see if Stax is going to try to dial up
kind of
something
don't
different.
want to do that.
I'd like to see early changes of
Right.
direction for DRX.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's way more methodical than I thought.
Bit of a rough spot there for Mako, but Buzz counter swinging out from the left, does find one. Crashy's going to be taken down. Shot goes across, and Buzz and Stax both so very low. They put Artist to 89.
Weird alarm bot that they did at the beginning that is actually out early and towards middle. So DRX do good to find that.
Dash in, noted on the flank. The rush through Artist with a sheriff in hand, finds one, some gets another with a stinger. Buzz and Mako now
Oh dear
taken
God.
down.
Oh, this could be really
3v4.
dominant.
The gun grabbed up. Artist says thank you very much. Zest now rethinking about this one. Decides to back away. At least wait until they get into a better position.
I tell you what though,
18 seconds on the front
Artist
line, so
did
will not come into play
insanely
here on
well.
this execute.
Insanely well to do so much to just bait this in. Got the first kill, and the fact of how he was acting just fully baited in some, so the setup was really good. I'm loving this smoke at the moment. Molly's incredible. 12 seconds.
Down a fight. Position of one. Spray through. RB finding Artist.
The timing from Som is incredible. RB makes this doable. Gonna be able to get... Did he get off the plant? Did he just... Holy hell.
But Stax will be able to finish him off. DRX get themselves
Wow, that
on
was
the
so
board.
close. Oh my
Such
goodness, there
hefty
was so
calls
much going
for
on. Okay,
players.
RB is a
Left on the
hero.
ground.
Stax got off the plant and then insta-planted again, so there was literally no time to stop this. It was insanely close. But yeah, this was everything, man. Man, they shouldn't have been winning this round. RB's a god.
He plays, kind of finds the timing to get right behind Zest.
It's weird that he's having like probably one of his best events. I say probably. It feels like it's at least top 2 in terms of his performance. Best events, and DRX is struggling.
Set a tie around for DRX. It makes it really easy for NRG to do a ton of damage.
Flash out from Crashy. He's just scouting in a sewer.
Dude, it would have been so much faster to circle everyone that can buy. Okay, everyone with a circle can buy. So literally everyone. But Stax can't rebuy. I'm out here just trying to draw 9 circles when I can draw 1 circle. What's wrong with
This
me?
time there's that opera on the opposite side. They should suspect it just given the cash flow that he had. And oh, what an aggressive peek out from Buzz. Puts some damage down. Doesn't find the punish, however. Crashies will just look to go ahead and heal up those wounds.
But already, NRG sensing a change of direction here from DRX. A high tide to come out. RB still tucked in.
When do they
right
start?
next to the doors
Wait,
on
what
the
are they
other side
talking
of
about?
Garage.
Okay.
It looks like it is going to be the B hit, the fault line to lead the way. The recon dart, but Som is ready for the dash.
Buzz trying to get the jump on him before that smoke bloomed, but then Som just uses it against them.
Cove for the defuse on this one.
Waiting to try to get this catch, 'cause NRG should
Double
be very well aware
double
that this
push
is
from
going to be
Garage. This could be interesting.
back position that DRX want to play in. Stax finding one before falling.
This actually seems to be a bit of a hard retake at the moment. That's a huge kill.
It's outdone. Crashies gets the jump on him. Strikes him down. Push out. RB finds the headshot. 3 members left to deal with though. As they start working their way out of window.
Oh my god, the flash was incredible. Timing, vision blocked. Got to deal with this. Okay, nicely done from NRG. I love how patient Som was during all of this. Honestly, there was a lot of patience from a lot of players from NRG, but I loved how patient Som was here. He was the person that had to block vision. All of his util is super important for the B retake. And yeah, he just stayed alive. Crashes also was very patient. But definitely felt like Som, for me, displayed this perfect.
Not just an IGL, but a player that he leads so much with that utility. It makes it really easy to predict what they're going to do. And then NRG's done their homework on DRX. They know that they love to sit back towards spawn, outside of window,
gets his ult.
with those lineups. Whether it be
Everyone.
Zest or RB in particular, they like to hang out back there on those B hits.
Oh,
yes.
What a quick shot.
Okay, nice shot, bro.
Artist reading the setup, knows that he wants to get tucked away and manages to
Dodges
nail
the flash as well. Damn, nice shot.
Stack's gone. The classic drawn out. Artist not quite firing it, but I think it's all right. You've done a good job, son. You can take a breather now. Crashies finds
Okay.
Mako.
Yeah, Dog gets good info as well. Spots that they haven't taken the gun.
Up in the hands here of Zest, just trying to
Actually,
use this
spots they
against them.
have taken the gun. That's my bad.
Perhaps just hold
Oh,
on
they
with
threw
clear
the op
line.
at the
RB
map.
will find one with the sheriff, but now Zest says, all right.
Zest picked up the op. Goes here. Throws it out the map.
Bulldog. But from here, what do you do?
Well, he's got the spike and he's got space, so he can rotate off of this, find a place to plant, even on the other side of the map with Victor
I mean,
already all the way over here onto A.
it would be outrageous, but
Killjoy utility won't be activated
he's doing the
initially.
right
Still
thing
a
to
couple
give
of
himself a
nanos
chance.
there onto the site itself, though. Of course, though, Zest has to take his time.
Yeah,
He
it's
has
going to
no
be a while. We can
information
just walk over towards
about
site
what's
here.
going on behind him, but still some utility to work with. Still hope here, honestly, for Zest. A couple Bulldogs and a Vandal. I mean, there are some ults, but you wouldn't think that NRG will invest them.
It'd be a hell of a way to get yourself on the board as he finds himself 0-4 for the moment. To grab 3 here in this round. Spots the turret, knows that the Killjoy at the very least is not in range.
All right, plant
Nano
goes in.
destroyed.
Let's see.
That will be the alarm bell that they needed. Gets cleared out, another one popped just in case he is in that plant position. Zest, where does he decide the position? Looks like he's just going to keep himself forward. He wants to try to challenge, but does he realize that all 3 are rotating? Seems like now he might be getting a sense of it, hearing some of those footsteps. This is the spot where they can start separating, get themselves split up, and try to approach here from different directions, but it's all 3. Straight up. The hold.
They're not faking?
No, they are not.
Okay.
Hope is there for protection as
Well,
well.
a little bit
Zest able to find the plant, but nothing else on the
anticlimactic on this
back
one.
end. NRG now moving up
Hey,
forward.
they handled it well.
Yeah, I mean, with these coves, this is 2 rounds in a row where it makes it pretty
I
difficult.
like their
for
defensive
DRX.
wall. The defensive wall for
On
retaking
these
over
coast
towards C is
plants.
pretty
You know,
decent.
they're expecting typically to be able to use utility to clear them, but Zest doesn't opt to go for any of his shock darts. He still had 2 in the bag, but instead just tried to push through there. But with all that smoke, with all the control that NRG has, with those toxic screens.
Okay,
with
good time
those
for a
high
timeout.
tops, with those
Their attack
cascades,
is looking.
makes it very difficult
I mean,
for DRX to
let's wait.
fully
I
understand
don't want
what's
to
going
judge
on,
it
not
too
just this round,
fast, but
previously as well. What's going on behind them? Don't have a
they
ton of
need
ability to
they
get
need to start getting
information,
some rounds for sure.
other than Zest. If he's down, it's really, really tricky for DRX to maybe do some of those post plants the way they would normally like to. I think this comp for NRG does really suit not just their play style, but also against the way that DRX likes to play.
Timeout. Running dry here with 5 seconds remaining. Not sure what Jeremy's saying to them to try to get them back into this one. But it needs to work some magic. It's already a very rocky start. Granted, we have seen runbacks. We have seen not just DRX, but other teams here at this event have some fairly catastrophic starts.
Sure.
And then be able to bring it into a more winnable position.
4-1, not the greatest start. I felt like they needed some momentum. We go into a massive round, and you can see where there was a pause into this. Money's a little bit low. They can still buy after this with the 2-9, but in terms of all these ults that are up, it's going to be a little bit wild.
A struggle bus on the struggle street.
Look
for
at
sure.
this, dude.
DRX so far.
NRG. I almost went through all of the teams there. NRG really thinking this was going to be a C hit. Look at it, like they really were confident. I don't know what read they have into DRX. I imagine it's literally something in terms of when they were doing some alt anti that they went C all the time. But this was the heaviest stack towards C. I think I've seen 3 people, turret, alarm bot, everything. Double molly. I love this reaction once they didn't go C as well to push down towards middle. Thought this was cool. Whatever the new plan was for DRX that they weren't expecting, they didn't want to give him any space to exec. And even if they went over towards A, they could get the fast flank. So really good calling from NRG. Love this run. They've done so much damage here.
It just keeps getting worse. Stack's now gone. Spike picked up. Mako in his hands. They're going to start drifting over towards the A site here. Smoke, maybe they're trying to fake that they're going to find some presence here onto B. But NRG, they don't need to really shift anybody onto A. They can play reactively.
Still see an A retake. I mean, maybe we see a Maka round, but there goes his last smoke. 20 seconds for his next one.
Paranoia used just in case. They'll find themselves with an empty site. Smako goes for the plant.
Question is, does some decide to use his ult into this retake? I think he will, but
still has his ult. Don't think he'll have much of a chance to use it. Zest with a couple shock darts in the owl drone. See if they can get something done with this reckoning now.
yeah, it's so early in the game, their money's not out of control yet, and they just want to try and secure this, make it as clean as possible. And they do. Nicely done. I think that's good. Better to use this ult than to lose one person in this round, is basically the thought. Very nicely done.
just strangle DRX out of this map.
Yeah, they're just on one right now.
Yep, big fan of this as well. Just love the idea, love the C stack. They had some kind of some kind of read on ult, like I said. And then once they didn't see anything, fast like 10 seconds, group up and push over towards mid. Bit of a classic in terms of attack, timeout, defense, aggression, and not straight away though, which is also a good sign.
Every time DRX commits to something in the early
like
round, that's basically what they're doing. And there's, you know, NRG can then overcommit to some of these early pushes to punish DRX out of that space. Because
they still have the ult up. They still have the ult up that makes them stack over towards C. It has to. I mean, it's one of these two. Unless it's knives. Unless they have some pathing with knives they like to do and they always go here. But I mean, they're right. Like, look at this. They're right. They've got the read. And again, this is just anti. So in terms of the anti of while they're doing this, just for the people that don't know, when you're a coach, analyst, whatever, you're just looking at teams. You're looking at all their ults and you're just going, right, with this ult they went here. With this ult they went here. And then if you have anything that's like 100% or like 80% or something, you're kind of doing a stack like this. So that's exactly what this was, and it paid off. Heavily paid off. Very nicely done.
The slaughter continues.
I don't know what to tell you. This isn't.
So yeah, nice bit of homework done there. Shout out to Chat FNS, one of them. Potentially the analyst. Wait, how many? They have the support stuff in NRG is quite big, right? 3? I think 3 people.
And there's 3 guns.
Chet has 2 people with him, right? Or is it just 1 person?
I don't know what to tell you. It's too easy to react to this for NRG.
Chet plus 2. Okay, yeah.
Again, there's no
dude, that's a lot. It's a lot of people to have. And you have FNS as well.
A lot of the what I call like leading utility, like maybe the Owl drone, or again the fault lines, or the paranoia. Some of the utility that kind of signal that executes are happening.
The low buy's not too bad here. Jet knives are out.
To try to confuse NRG. They're just being used on executes. And yeah, sure, we know DRX is good executes, but if you just give them that space, don't get caught up in the mess that is their executes.
Maybe it wasn't even an all round. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. I think it was though.
Doug was making mention of
could just be a tendency as well.
3 sites, finesse as your IGL, how much it can make you stand out. Right now, the way that things are going, it seems like
Dog saw this guy, right?
Continuing to have that absolute perfect read. DRX trying to make something happen, a push up in the garage, they clear out some of the util, getting rid of that alarm bot, that KJ turret that stops them from having artists play contact off of it there on the C site. Looks like a drone up into the pit will draw out a snake bite.
Victor, once he hears the hit, goes proactive over towards C. Got a good flank on the go.
Spike planted here.
Might have good timing.
Can they get into their post-plant position? Mako trying to watch from behind. Victor creeping up. Spots him, but doesn't hit that headshot. Paranoia going to be let loose. Victor manages to dodge out on it.
I like this from Victor. I'm kind of hoping Som doesn't go faster.
Triple approach through the garage. Artist.
Because he's the person that again needs to block vision of this.
Spotting Zest. Looks to zone him back as the lockdown is going to be invested.
Yeah, I love how they approach this. Victor actually just going back, helping Artis here. And I'm a bit worried about the time. They're going to have to insta-stick this. Mollies are pretty good. Vision is blocked, like I said. Ult comes in, might be able to get half. Hero play. Timing? Oh, okay, nicely done. Spam on this was too good. Okay, yeah, and just honestly, it's a little bit too slow from NRG here. It's a good round from DRX. Low buy as well to win this. That's pretty impressive. And yeah, just if I was being pretty critical here, it's just a little bit slow from NRG. Because like he had to push down C long, and then he pushed down C long, he got spotted, then he had to go all the way back to Garage, and then he had to ult. So yeah, I can just a little bit long.
But is it too little too late? If they can run 6 more together, that's great. But again, just like on Pearl Achilleos, DRX generally is slightly better on
massive round for DRX. The money's actually not too bad, but a 1-9 loss bonus on this would be an eco for these two. And maybe this.
Start to string things together, and they're kind of going back to this again. They're gonna fan out across the map. They're gonna try to bait out some utility here from NRG, buy some opportunity, buy some time. See if maybe they can get a pick. Now that Trailblazer out on the other side of the map here, yes, is going to spot Zest. but he's the only one spotted out of that. That got pretty deep.
DRX are doing something that they've never really done, which is kind of nice. Where they're like taking A control, but then they have one person over towards A, and I think this might be to do with the Sky, right? A lot of the time, Sky's going to clear out this information, and potentially they've been a little bit readable, so it's more like the 4-1 that I always talk about when you're playing against the Sky to kind of get hit by the flash. They had success over towards B, so they decided to do it again. I also like the pressure that was over towards A. The one person being A meant that there were 2 people here. The smoke as well helped that. So I like how they approach this once again. After plant, Stax has his... I mean, they have all the ults to delay this. Killjoy ult's going to go down any second soon. I'm not sure they can retake this.
RB dropping the lockdown right outside of B site, just looking to buy them some extra space, some extra time, and make this that much more unassailable for NRG. Finesse has to pull away. Gets himself out to safety. Buzz trying to go on the hunt. No, actually, no.
Finesse got hit as well. They got Breach. Breach Aftershock as well to stop them. Breach stun, Breach Aftershock. Yeah, okay, this one's done. This is a nice round. I think Chet might call a timeout here. I really like how they're playing. This feels a little bit on the fly. Does feel a little bit on the fly. I'm not sure if they talked about this in terms of the timeout, but this is the first time they've played like this. Like as in all of the split from Pacific. Yeah, this makes sense. Multiple things that NRG can do, but yeah, this is a good time for a timeout. Definitely over towards B, it's going to change slightly, or they're going to be proactive around the map somewhere.
Some slight changes here. Are you going to maybe try to utilize Buzz instead of Zest to push some of that space out to A? You could kind of fake some pressure that way. And it did work in that previous round against NRG. Just, you know, Zest plus a smoke got a rotation out of NRG.
What was my first reaction when I first saw the Harbor Viper on Haven? I mean, I've always liked Viper on Haven, so I've kind of always been fine with it. My overall reaction to Harbor Viper, I was pretty shocked until I saw, like as in general, but once I saw it with the Sky, that's when it all kind of clicked. It's very smart.
Out of DRX's timeout.
I actually never even thought of putting those 3 together. It's strong. It's impressive.
Stax agreed, decide to go for a bit of a rush play, put that rolling thunder and use it off the rip, try to rush a site. And if that is the case, is NRG
both coaches can speak during timeout?
No,
yeah.
I like that a lot. You know, as much in recent history here for DRX, Termi's been receiving some criticism, and rightly so. The team is a little bit static at times, but often his timeouts are quite good. Often they come out of a timeout and they win the following round.
Mods power tripping, you need apologies, bro. I'll time you out. The mods don't owe you anything.
And let's see what they want to do.
Looks like they want to go big.
Well, yeah, it does look like something of that nature, but that cascade early here from Zom kind of anticipating some pressure towards that window.
Okay,
Get some space here.
I like this. They're trying to go aggro and set one person up, right? They're trying to make sure this one person isn't holding over towards here. Just heavier priority on setting one person up over towards A. DRX dealing with this well, though. We probably need some kind of smoke, or are they happy with this? No, okay. He doesn't do what Safe did the other day in terms of re-smoking and getting back on the angle. He actually gets fully pushed off. And they leave A as a retake. Heavy read into B at the moment makes a lot of sense. All the rounds have been here. 3 people here. I think they were going to go proactive if they didn't spot anyone anyway. Instant push over towards Garage. C-split coming in. How does FNS play it? Plays retake. Oh, and he just dodged the ult and they fast go in. Hey, this was a high-level round. This was a good round from everyone involved. This was a sick round of Valorant, to be honest. Everyone did so well. Nicely done. Good angle from him to spam this as well. Got to make sure this is the tightest angle possible. Talked about it before on stream, but I'll mention it again. Just literally the sliver, then you can tap, then you're going to hit this. This is my issue. Do they always do this against people that can block vision? And this has always been where I've been very critical of it.
Sets up for a second, but now Buzz needs to try to clutch this one out. He's approaching from Garage. Artist trying to get the read on it. Swings out.
Okay, nicely done, though. At least they had someone pushing over towards Garage as a security. Liked it. A little bit close, but yeah, played well. Very, very nice. Dude, they're getting a good amount of rounds.
Really well
could actually be pretty much on there.
They get right behind that rolling.
I didn't check NRG's money.
Their position enough that they can wait for it and immediately start taking space. But Buzz has a phenomenal response to start spraying in there, getting that opening kill, giving them the ability to get this plant down. Huge hold from Stax to find 2, and then Artist has to drop the op. to try to go for this deep. Buzz is repositioning. He's got a smile on his face. Really nicely handled there.
Artis.
Oh boy.
Okay, the jiggle from Mako. It's a little bit of damage, but I think he did.
Yeah,
very
wanted
much
to
prefer
go
that
aggro.
compared to the-
One smoke over towards A, and that does enough.
She's trying to see, is Artis going to continue to push
Hitting
up?
towards C site for their normal hit.
Because Artis is not named something nor Kang Kang. So.
Well, he might get some utility.
Do they use Omen ult here? And that's what the read was altogether.
Something, yeah. So you know what?
Opposite split. Artis still in a position to try to catch him, but turns away from the flash. And
Damn,
then
nice
can't
dash
find
in.
the
They
timing.
spot him in the
Exiting
corner.
out of the cloud burst, Artis was trying to get
Oh
somebody
boy,
else
wait, we
pushing their
flood
way
with
into
3.
the site, but it's a quick response. Energy, the other 4 players are here.
Can't be sitting there when there's a Seekers, boss. What's going on here? Nicely done from Victor. Yeah, really good. I like this wall to be able to flood into sight. It makes a lot of sense. Blocks off all the vision from here and here, so that it just gives them a full path to get over towards sight. Yeah, loved it. Thought this was a really good round from NRG. Yeah, really like how they're using this wall to flood the site back. I thought it was great.
Lose 3, but they put up a 7th round win, so the best that DRX can now hope for is a 5th.
Yeah, and even though Artis is dealt with here, it's just kind of bait. I mean, DRX just completely bites on this. They're like, we can isolate Artis, we can take him down.
They got so much value from the Seekers.
They have a great setup there. They use the fault line to clear Cubby, okay, and then the flash to keep Artis pinned down around that left-hand corner, and Buzz is going to find that kill, but then, like you're saying, Achilleos, it's just all hands on
Stacks
deck
one
for
away,
NRG right away.
so
They
maybe we're
know
going to
that
have
there
some
isn't
heavy
anything else
punish,
that's gonna
yeah.
happen here.
That's why
DRX
we...
is
Do they have an
committing.
op? Nah, okay, they're just
They
aiming
punish
for it.
it.
Does have his knives if need be as well. Instant ult over towards Heaven, or is he under?
Over the top goes Buzz, and he
Ooh,
gets
that
the
was
punish.
nice.
Assam so desperately wanting to try to get that ult online. Well, now he's going to be dead. Crashes, however, holding it down from hell. 3 quick kills.
Oh my god. I mean, they had to... I don't know what their actual plan was here, but Crashies did incredible. They were all going to get hit by this ult.
I'm shocked.
But yeah, that was sick from
I
Crashies.
can't believe it. I mean,
Kind of
that's
saved them
incredible
from
him, but
embarrassment, because I'm telling you, all 3 were
Mako
getting
there
caught in
just
this ult here.
dropping down and makes the first kill pretty easy. Able to isolate a couple others.
Finesse in Heaven, looking like he's going to be ready to play off the back of this pop flash that Crashies has set up. Hard corner to the check. RB will manage to find one. Blind comes across and Zez
Okay,
is left
really
try.
sick round. Honestly,
But it's
back-to-back
fine,
sick rounds from him.
Crashies gets
His
the other
util
for
on
4K
the
to
round
close
before
up
was
the
really good.
4.
And
Well, it's going to have to be
yeah, he did so well.
one health from the defender side here for DRX to get this done. And, you know,
Holy hell, man, that was so clean. I didn't give that enough. Honestly, I feel like I didn't process in my head first time watching this. That was incredible, man.
Maybe get the plant down, you know, keep Crashies kind of stuck back there a little bit. Instead,
8-4. Honestly, this one of the better halves I've seen from DRX.
Yet again, this time Energy with
on
the
this
lead.
map.
Desk, I don't know what you guys think, but perhaps we can see history repeat itself on the opposite side. Maybe DRX can run it back.
You would like that, wouldn't you, Achilleos? You would. But yeah, Doug, another 8-4, but this time in NRG's favor.
Yeah, and it felt like it was a very dominant half for NRG.
What
A
is
couple of
this?
rounds towards the end there, notwithstanding, Crashies had his outrageous moments. The double wall composition from NRG was very
Ollie
difficult
5
for them to deal
RG.
with.
I'm trying to work
And
out what
you
the
could-
5 would be.
you
An
saw
S,
it.
I
There
guess.
was
So like
nothing
Ollis
innovative
RG.
about how DRX were
Ollis,
approaching the attacking half.
Yeah, exactly.
Ollis
Nothing
G.
innovative on the side of NRG.
Let me know,
We
bro.
understand
Thank
how
you
they
so
wanna
much, though.
use this
Welcome into the Star
composition,
Club
and
with the
in
Prime.
round four,
Appreciate
we
you.
had a very
Type your
cool
name in chat,
example.
how I'm meant to say it,
DRX
and I'll
goes
say proper.
for the
Appreciate you.
execute onto B,
GMS
and
Dr.
they have
Hacky as
a
well.
lot of util to
Thank
use
you so
when
much
it comes to
with the
reset.
5
The
months.
position that
Appreciate
Crashies
you.
takes
Thank
and
you,
the
bro.
moment that Zest moves forward. It's a little bit jarring, but now we're going to see all the utility coming in from Sam. He has that high tide again that he's going to be using to cover the plant, and he also has the cove. If we add that to Crashies coming in
Yeah, appreciate
behind,
it. Thank you for the 5 months. Thank you for the chat. Let's get some slugs in. Let's get some slugs in, especially when there's a new member. Let's spam some slugs. Thank you so much. And Dr. Hacky as well. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the 5 months.
I get it. I see what you did there.
This guy's the best agent. Hey, it's
So
really
that was-
strong, man.
I
Yeah, it's
got
one of
a
my
bit
favorites for
disappointed,
sure.
But it was very good. But you're right. And this is kind
Do
of what I was getting at
Vitality
earlier,
get
right?
an
Like, they
emergency
started to
sub?
find
Yeah.
subtraction. They started to change their approach that they had, and it was starting to pay off. They were able to get a
Oust
couple
as well.
rounds together,
Oust
but
117 with the
once
tier 1.
again, it
Thank
was
you so much,
Crashies.
dude.
We got to talk about him. Shine a fat light on it.
Chat,
because
new member?
He was the hero
Let's see him.
for NRG at the end of that half when it could have gone even more.
Nice
towards
amount of
DRX's
slugs.
way.
I mean, 11
Alf, thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Against Far is 4
Welcome.
enough for DRX?
I don't think so. I think that also mentally, after everything that they've been through in this tournament and how close last map was, it's kind of jarring.
Well, Achilleos and Paperton, this could be the last time we see DRX on this stage if they don't pull this back.
Did I see the Liquid vlog? No, I need to watch it actually. Honestly, I had not much time off.
This could very well be the end of it.
I've been putting a lot of prep into the summaries. I've been enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would. So trying to make them, I'm just trying to learn and get them better, to be honest. So that's where a lot of my time's been going. Tab 101 with the tier 1 as well. Chat new member, you know what to do. And Rowan Val with the prime 2 months. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you for the support, Rowan. Okay, we go into this pistol round. NRG 8-4. NRG on attack. DRX on defense. They go aggro. I talked about this in one of the summaries where DRX will often do a pistol that they don't like to. It will often be something that they don't like to do in mid game. So it's often aggression from them because they're pretty a passive team. So we'll spot and see if we actually see them go aggro, but I don't think we'll see it too much. This is a nice fast retake, Buzz. Yeah, I mean, look at the crossfires, though. They were fully ready for this. 4 people here, 4 people close with good crossfires. Oh, that recon, though. Wait.
Putting up solid figures. 3 kills.
Whoa.
Gets the 2-tap, but Som is just a little bit
okay, nicely done from Som.
Finds 4. That is NRG taking
That's
another step towards closing this out.
That is probably it. I would say that might just be it.
That's a potential backbreaker here for DRX. A close one there by Zest at the end. Some great utility usage by Zest in this round as well to make this retake even remotely possible here, because DRX was just shut down at the point of
sick.
attack. I mean,
Okay, nice, dude. It's a really good run.
Cannot quite swing in time to find
Jesus,
the
bro.
yeah,
Stank, thank you for that. I'm not going to say the end bit.
Fist bumps.
But thank you so much,
Very,
Stank.
very solid
Appreciate the 4 months, man.
NRG out ahead of it, and, well,
Eco coming in.
gone.
Big kill. Heal as well. Everyone, heavy priority on armor and gun, apart from Ardis, who I imagine had light armor with this, but does have to get a heal.
Given the anti-eco, just given they already have a pick.
3-person stack here.
Shifting away from this site, push coming out. Ardis just sprays to win. Mako taken out.
Nice dash back from Ardis.
Now, this has kind of been a time, something that does hurt DRX. Som is going to deal with Zest. Now, Stack's going to get behind the box. I don't think this is going to fool Ardis in the least.
And he's been healed up, so yeah, Ardis, the nice and easy headshot, leaving just RB. With that Sheriff, manages to find 1, but Ardis will
Not bad.
find 4.
Can I get the plant?
10-4. Now the scoreline.
Don't
And
think
this is it. This is everything. DRX need to win this round to try to run it back.
100%. The most important bonus you'll ever play is DRX right now, as they try to get through and find some stability. But right now, it's just NRG clicking. I mean,
yeah, a lot of guns that can get some value against the light armor. Only Buzz that buys heavy armor into this. DRX got to start the comeback now, for sure. Sugi what's up, dude? Thank you so much. 8 months. 8 months, appreciate you. Molly to stop the push. Wall flash behind it. Damn, it's a good amount of pressure, and the vision's blocked the whole time. I like this full Viper wall again. Just vision block, and can help over towards B as well. So multi-use is pretty decent.
But no rotations really. A slight shift of weight from DRX over towards the B site now. Alarm bot at the front to watch for that. Stack's getting set up as kind of in a pivot position with this breach to be able to kind of use that utility either at A or B if necessary. He's just going to push up that. Oh, I thought he was going to maybe...
You were timed out for 1 second, so you joked, and then I gave you the 10-minute. Damn, dude. That's devastating. Yeah, sometimes it'd be like that, man. I got nothing for you.
Just go ahead, shove forward. Identify the Zest in a forward spot. Spam through the wall. Ardis finds the elimination. Was now tucked in off the flank.
What the?
Catch him, and with that, they say, you know what? I think we pulled enough rotations. It's time to cut.
Just brilliant. I mean, DRX
Time's kind of low, but they might have owned it. Rotate's not here. They still kept it. Alarm bot's in. How much map control do they get?
Not much that can be done about this. They're going to start spraying into it. It doesn't matter.
I mean, they've owned it.
Just
it's done.
absolutely drowning them right now.
It's actually done.
Gone. The Stinger finds the elimination. Turret cleared out. 3 members left. Weapon advantage technically there, but it's so many angles to try to clear out, and Artis finds Stack Sprays through to find Mako as well.
Okay, nothing's going right as well for them. They get some upgrades with these guns in an unlosable position. It feels like 11-4. Very, very strong. So, this ended up being a really nice round from them.
Stuck in the attacking spawn, seeing if he can find anything to stop this from being a flawless, but as we know, inevitably, the spike is just going to go off, and that's going to be NRG moving up to 11 rounds.
It's just perplexing in a way from DRX. I mean, look, I want to give NRG all the credit in the world.
I think we're still going to see Viper comps with the Viper nerf. Yeah, I think so. It's a big nerf though, don't get me wrong, but still just a strong agent. The ult's outrageous, Viper Molly's really, really good. And just having a smoke that you can constantly pop up, and honestly too, it's just still very strong.
And what really kind of frustrates me about this round,
it's crazy to think at one point the wall used to do 50 damage as well.
The Trailblazer is still there in the hands of NRG, and there's no cover for him, like just in case. There's like no protocols behind that corner to bail Zest out. He's in a one and done position that he's just hoping they don't check. Well, if you've been watching NRG today, they are not making many mistakes, folks, when it comes to, especially now that we're on this second map.
Yeah, I mean, sure, you can point back to Pearl, say that first half, couple things, playing a little bit too slowly, whiffing quite a bit, honestly, at the beginning of that map.
And you could put both up without losing more energy. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, it's kind of outrageous, actually.
DRX off the back of this timeout. We'll see if Termi can work his magic at least for, a round. But you're still so very far away. With energy right there,
yeah, let's see. Should have a good plan into this. It's a low buy. It's a good low buy, but it's a low buy. Full buy next round. So maybe they have to do it from 12. We'll see. NRG deciding to just go for the insta C hit. Something. Mako has to do something crazy.
It's an awkward buy for DRX. Still have enough in the next round to do what they need to do, but that flash is gonna buy a lot of space here. Mako trying to get out of dodge, get some reinforcements. It's just RB with him.
Yeah, they identify both of them. The fight comes down, it's on the vulnerable, but again, the spray through. Mako getting sprayed through smokes just has not been a great duo here today for him. Spray coming out, RB only going to be able to find one Som. Takes him out the site now, completely open. Buzz arriving, but they're wisely planting on the
they
back
played
side
this
of the
so
site.
well.
They expected this flank is going to be coming through from the attacker side. Buzz up close, instantly snaps on for one, but cannot get crashes.
Yeah, the instant decision to take the back of sight here and plant back of sight and was just everything. I wasn't watching the minimap, but I take it the Killjoy util got killed and they got the info with it. Good mid rounding. 12-4, 8 chances. Yeah, this is done. They did low buy to make sure they can have a full buy into this, so there's that, but this one's gonna be, I mean, it has to be one of the best comebacks of all time.
Exactly like you said here, Kilios. They read this so well. They're able to take quite a bit of space, just Mako on his own, able to kind of take advantage of that. The rotations here from
and I think this has been the main problem for me about DRX this event. Obviously with the 6-man comp, etc. But their Haven and their Bind has looked weak. I know that they beat who did they beat on Haven the other day? I know that they won that game, but I'm telling you, their Haven's not great.
Finding one, continuing to play forward. The shot does get whipped, and now the crunch comes in. Stacks arriving, find one, spots Victor, knows that he's in the corner, drags across for that.
All right, let's count it down though. Maybe if I keep flaming them, they'll get more rounds. 8 chances down to 7.
That DRX need if they want to take this to overtime, where they fail to do so on Pearl. You can see still some smiles here from the players. I don't know if there's too much to smile about.
And it's not like there isn't precedence for DRX having a run back like that at Kilios. They've done it before. We've been there.
They have.
We were there at the WCG game, WGC, excuse me. The team that, almost had DRX beat last year in the first stage of VCT Korea.
What do you think DRX's issue is? You don't think you've ever seen them have such map pool issues? A lot of the time there's been like a set meta, and honestly this is gonna happen. Like when you get new metas, everything just kind of gets like a hard reset. like big updates that change the meta. It's just a hard reset. So it was going to happen at one point. I think the 6-person roster has not helped them, and the fact that they haven't been like decisive on the 6-person roster, I think has also kind of backfired a little bit. So it just feels like their time spread out a little bit, which means that they just can't be as good on certain maps. That's kind of where I'm at with it.
They started to have a lot of doubts about Foxy and his role on the team, and frankly, rightly so, guys. I know a lot of people are criticizing them for moving Foxy down. Guys, go back and watch some of the tape. Foxy makes some bizarre decisions sometimes. And, you know, they were trying to reel him in. They were trying to get it settled. Just didn't seem to be coming together. So go back to Old Faithful. Go back to Zest. It got him at least to the, you know, finish line.
Yeah, I mean, I reckon they'll sort it. I think they just need to be decisive. Feels like they're... Feels like even they don't know what they want to be doing sometimes. As in, like, with the...
Be a fast turnaround on that one, but here we go. This could
with the 6-man roster.
The
overwhelm over towards B. 4 people here close though. Do they want to just fast retake Omen Flash? They did great to shut this down. Wow, there's so much going on right now. And they force over towards B. They need to instant react somewhere else. They've got to push middle. But Ardis is here. This has actually been a very good round. I don't think this was the plan. I don't think this was the end game plan. I think they did want to just hit B site. But my god, their mid-rounding is so good that it kind of looked like a plan from the beginning. And look at Ardis. This was a similar round that we saw EDG doing. And I actually said in the summary video that it was like watching NRG, and then we literally see pretty much the pitch perfect round from NRG. This is the EDG round, just with NRG playing. This is what we expect from them now, and it's just perfect. It is literally the exact same round from EDG. Ardis did incredible, so good, so much impact from it. What a nice round from them to close it out. What a dominant performance. Strong decision. He was holding over towards B, went Garrett straight towards Heaven. Yeah, just another day. This is great. Great mid-rounding. What a sick round. This was your typical NRG to close this out on the last round. Love to see that.
Better than before against DRX on this map. Just read after read after read. They had
JD_chill. Thank you so much, dude. I would love to get a side-by-side of the EDG round and this round. No joke, it was the exact same round. Kind of crazy. 12 months, bro. Thank you so much, JD_chill. Thank you. Okay, well, DRX have some time. They have some time before champs. We got like what, 2 months? Under 2 months. So yeah, let's see if they can fix some of their mistakes.
But right now, the scriptwriters seems like they have determined that new blood needs to be in the mix, and in the mix it's